Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. My name is Giggity, real name is Mark, and in today's video we're going to be doing something a little bit different, lads, and we might do this with the other games depending on how good this video does in terms of views, but there's only 3 games where there's specialists in them, so it would only be a 3-part series. But either way, we are going to be ranking all specialist weapons and abilities in Call of Duty Black Ops 3 from worst to best. This was a little bit hard, if I'm being honest, to rank both the abilities and weapons at the same time, since they are very different, and the way you use the abilities versus the way you use weapons are obviously completely different as well. Abilities are more so for the team, whereas the weapons are obviously to get kills. So we're going to try our best to rank them together. I didn't want to do 2 separate videos ranking the weapons and the abilities separately, so we're just going to do them all together, and hopefully it works out. Either way, song of the day is called Lucid Dreams by Juice WRLD. We're bringing it back to 2016, baby. I don't care if I'm unked out. This is still a banger. Alright, rest in peace, Juice WRLD. This song is absolutely fire, though. Go give it a listen if you haven't already. If you haven't already, though, what are you doing? It is a rap song, obviously, so if you don't like rap music, don't listen to it. And it is kind of mumble rappy as well, so, you know, if you don't like mumble rap, especially, don't listen to it. But I think it's a great song. Without further ado, let's get right into it with number 18, in my opinion, the worst specialist weapon or / ability in Black Ops 3. And also, I feel like I should say this now before people start flaming me in the comments. I do have a lot of time played on Black Ops 3. It's my favorite Call of Duty of all time, as some of you guys know. I freaking love this game. It is peak, in my opinion. And so, yeah, I think my opinion is at least valid in some sense. Either way, coming in at 18th place, and in my opinion, the worst ability in all of Black Ops 3 or weapon, is Nomad's Rejack ability. Not once in my entire lifetime have I got away with pulling off the Rejack thing and actually killed the guy. 9 times out of 10, the Rejack, I revive myself and he just kills me again, because it's the most obvious, like, blatantly, like, okay, yeah, he's about to revive himself. It's a big puff of smoke with little, like, green lasers going through it as well, so, like, they know you're about to revive yourself. They just shoot you again. Like, I have never won. Maybe it's a skill issue, I don't know, but I don't think so. I think it's just trash. Coming in at 17th place is definitely a skill issue, don't get me wrong. I will not lie to you guys on that. It is because of my aim that it's all the way down here, but it is Outrider's Sparrow. Outrider is the one with the bow and arrow, the explosive bow and arrow thing, that kills immediately on impact, which is pretty good, and obviously has a little bit of splash radius even if you do miss because of the explosive tip baloney. But let me just tell you guys right away, that explosive tip, if it doesn't hit them, will most likely not kill them unless they're already kind of low by one of your teammates. And it takes a while for you to shoot this thing as well, and the worst part of it, it's obviously extremely hard to aim. I miss every single shot with Outrider's Sparrow, and again, I know it's a skill issue, but I'm willing to bet that the majority of players do miss shots with this thing, because I'm pretty sure it takes away your aim assist as well, which is obviously not great. And coming in at the wonderful number 16 spot is going to be going to Seraph's Combat Focus. Seraph's Combat Focus does one thing and one thing only: it gives you double XP while you're using it. That's literally what it does. It gives you double XP. You get a kill, you get 200 XP instead of 100. You capture a flag, you get 400 XP instead of 200. That's all it does, is it just gives you double XP. Obviously, it's pretty useful to get double XP, don't get me wrong, but the 2 big bad things about that: first of all, you actually have to do stuff when you turn it on. If you die shortly after, you literally wasted your ability slot just to get like a bonus 100 XP. And on top of that, it obviously doesn't help the team in any way whatsoever. It only strictly helps you. That's it. It's useful for you, obviously, for leveling up, but if you don't really care about that, this is completely useless. And coming in at the number 15 spot, I'm gonna be honest, I've seen some plays where people use this ability really, really well. It's just not for me, I guess. Prophet's Glitch ability. For those who don't know, Prophet's Glitch ability pretty much always tracks where you were 5 to 10 seconds ago. I don't know exactly what the time is, but a little while ago, 5 to 10 seconds, let's just say. And whenever you use the ability, it teleports you back to that place. I'm gonna explain it the best way possible, and I'm gonna use Forza Horizon to explain it. It's like the rewind feature in Forza Horizon. If you don't know what that means, I'm sorry, but if you do, you know what it means now. It's, again, I guess it can help you get out of trouble. I'm gonna be honest, again, maybe this is a skill issue. I'm gonna be honest though, I always just forget to use it. If you're in the middle of a gunfight that you know you're about to lose or something, I never remember to use it. And when I do use it, what does that mean? You know what I mean? It's like, okay, I can get it behind them or whatever, but what's that going to change? And coming in at 14th place is going to be going to Reaper's Psychosis. Reaper has the Scythe. We are going to find out later on in this video that Scythe is a pretty good ability. The Psychosis ability I don't think is that great. Can it catch enemies off guard sometimes? Yes, at this point pretty much all these abilities are useful in some regard, but I think this is just the weakest one, and a lot of the times, man, you still just shoot them anyways. You know what I mean? And it's like, maybe if you run with the clones and it will shoot one or two of the first clones first before shooting at you, and that might work, honestly. It might, but I just feel like it's very, very rare that it's going to happen. A lot of times what's going to happen is you're not going to want to go the way that the clones go. So the clones go there, they shoot them and destroy your clones, and that's the end of that. Coming in at 13th place, I'm going to be honest, I think the reason why he's so low, or at least this ability of him is so low, is just because I don't like his playstyle. It's Nomad's Hive ability. Nomad's Hive ability, he places down these hives, pretty much, like, literally, like, beehives, and, you can shoot them. Or no, my bad. Not when an enemy walks by them. Jesus, what am I saying? When an enemy walks by them, they kill them. Pretty much, it's almost like a little bit of a mine. Like, think of it like a Capcan trap in Rainbow Six Siege, except it's a little bit easier to notice and shoot. It's the reason why I say it's not my playstyle is because it's very camper oriented, and I just don't really care for camping. But I will say one good thing is that you can use like all 4 of them or whatever, and then go back to using your regular weapon, which is obviously really nice because sometimes you get stuck using the specialist weapon and it's not the best. And coming in at 12th place is going to be going to Ruin's Overdrive ability. It's pretty obvious what this ability does. Based on the name, but it makes you run faster. That's it. I think it's like literally double the speed though, so you run pretty freaking fast. If I'm being honest, like you're kind of zooming using Ruin's Overdrive. Obviously it's pretty useful. I mean, running fast is good. There's no real downside to Ruin's Overdrive, but there's also not the biggest upside. Like, yes, you can run faster, sure, but that's about it. I guess it's kind of good if you're like playing Search and Destroy and in like a 1v3 clutch scenario, then it's probably like one of the best abilities to have. But besides that, I don't really think it's like the best. And coming in at 11th place, I love this ability. I think it's one of the coolest abilities in the game, but in terms of like usefulness, I think it's just one of the harder ones. Spectre's Ripper ability. Back when the game first launched, the Ripper ability was disgusting because it had the range of like a freaking sniper for some reason. You could Ripper people from across the map. I don't know why, but they nerfed it into the ground pretty much and made it so you have to be really close to them. Obviously not literally melee range, or else they just wouldn't have made this ability. You could be further away than melee range. Kind of like shotgun range. If you can shoot somebody with a shotgun, you could probably hit him with the melee or the Ripper charge. And it's so fun to use, especially if you're playing like Nuketown and you're inside. You can chain together some kills. God, it's fun, and God, it is satisfying. And it's that honestly, if we're going just strictly off of fun, Ripper is probably number 1. But in terms of actual usefulness, I think it's just hard to pull off. You have to be really close to the enemies. And coming in at 10th place, breaking its way into the top 10, if you will, is going to be going to Seraph's Annihilator. The only slight downside that I have to Seraph's Annihilator is that you have to be relatively accurate, and the only real bonus is that it's pretty much like a one-shot shotgun, and it's obviously it's broken, but also in my opinion, it's just not, man. I don't know if it's just my fault, but you only have really 6 shots, and it always feels like you're kind of like, again, this is probably just me being having a skill issue, don't get me wrong, but I always feel like I'm like nervous to shoot my shots and miss, even though it's pretty hard to miss considering it's almost like a shotgun blast. And coming in at 9th place, yeah, I think it's overall a little bit better than his weapon, but in terms of funness, definitely not. Spectre's Active Camo. This is the first time, or did they actually try it in Advanced Warfare? I think they actually might have tried it in Advanced Warfare. So the second time that they tried out the whole invisible operator running around the map idea, and it works pretty freaking well, man. You are literally invisible, and it can get a little annoying. Now, is it like literally completely invisible? Obviously not. That would be disgusting and overpowered. But it makes you very, very hard to see. It gives, like, if you ever watch the movie Predator, it kind of gives off that vibe where it's like a weird little like glow or weird like glitch almost in the sky or stuff like that when you're running around with Spectre's Active Camo. It makes him very hard to see and can pull off some sneaky moves. Spectre is just one of the coolest ops in the game, dude. Coming in at 8th place, however, is going to be going to Battery's Kinetic Armor. It does exactly what it sounds like yet again. It gives you armor. It makes you stronger for a period of time. The like all-time pros, every time you're like playing against people that are just like absolutely sweaty in Black Ops 3, use Battery's Kinetic Armor a lot. And so it's probably like the best in the game if I had to guess, but I don't think it's like, I don't personally think it's the best. It obviously extremely increases the amount of damage you can take, which is obviously pretty disgusting. But at the end of the day, if you get shot from the back, it's not going to matter anyways, you know what I mean? Or if you get shot with a sniper, it's not going to matter anyways. There are instances where it's like, who really cares? It's not the biggest difference maker. And coming in at 7th place is going to be going to Firebreak's Heat Wave. Firebreak's Heat Wave is one of the only like abilities in this game that can actually kill. Every other ability is pretty much just helping you as a character. But Firebreak's Heat Wave, if you if you use it near a bunch of enemies, it could kill them if they're injured. It won't like one-shot them or whatever. Pretty much what it does is create this massive heat wave that takes out all electronics. That's its main usage, is to take out any sort of electronics or whatever. And it can obviously, like I said, injure any enemy within the vicinity of it. It's pretty freaking good, honestly, man, and it's really annoying, especially if you are like using things like that in your like some sort of, you know, electronic ability. If you're using that, that's annoying as well, but I don't think it's like the best in the game, because I think that number 6 just does what he tries to do, but better, because he can kill it. Ruins gravity spikes. Yeah, I honestly, I think these guys are like the exact same in terms of like what they're used for. To be fair, I believe, I could be wrong on this, but I believe Firebreak's heat wave does go through walls. However, Ruins gravity spikes, dude, I mean, it's such a simple but fun freaking concept. Run up to a big room where you think there's going to be a bunch of enemies in it, and just press L1 and R1, or LB and RB, and just freaking kabam on the ground, my friends. It is just so satisfying to get like a triple kill with it or whatever. It is so much fun, and it's pretty freaking gross, especially if you're playing any sort of objective-based game with like hard point domination. Like, yeah, Ruins gravity spikes are going to be nasty for that. Or if you're playing a small map like Nuketown, where you know where they're going to be, like, it's really good. And coming in at 5th place is going to be going to Prophet's Wunderwaffe. Oops, sorry. It's actually called the Tempest, but it's pretty much the Wunderwaffe, and it's freaking cool, man. It's obviously not as broken as the Wunderwaffe. Imagine if it was like literally the Wunderwaffe. That would be so freaking awesome. It's obviously not literally the Wunderwaffe, but it's got the same premise pretty much. It's almost like a sniper, and if you hit your first shot, the guy gets electrocuted. And then after he gets electrocuted, if anybody runs near him, they also get electrocuted, and you can kill multiple people with it. It's really freaking good, obviously, in that sense, and you have a bunch of shots of it too, which obviously helps. The only problem with Prophet's Tempest is it kind of has the same problem with Outrider Sparrow, and that is that you have to be accurate. It's a sniper pretty much, and I'm not the most accurate, so I'm pretty bad with it. Coming in at 4th place, however, you don't have to be accurate with this one, so I like it, because you can just start spraying and praying. It is going to Reaper's Scythe. It is literally an arm-mounted minigun for Reaper. It's pretty gross, dude. Now, it's not as like it's not like a death machine in Zombies where it's like one shot kills a guy. You still have to shoot him a couple times. It doesn't have like the fastest fire rate of all time either, and it makes you a little bit slow when running around. So there are some downsides to it, but oh my goodness gracious, it is so good though. It's literally just start mowing people down with this thing. It is so much fun to use Reaper Scythe. Well, okay, to be fair, I was about to say, I just said it's so much fun. To be fair, it's actually one of not really the most like fun, I would say, weapon to use in this game. There are definitely more fun weapons like the gravity spikes and the Ripper and the Annihilator, and honestly most of the weapons are more fun to use than Reaper Scythe, but it's one of the best. But this one, I mean, how did they let this one pass? Coming in at 3rd place is going to Firebreak's Purifier. Firebreak is the final, like, operator or whatever, hero guy, I forget what they call him in Black Ops 3, but specialist, obviously it's specialist, that's what the video is. He's the final specialist you unlock, and both of his abilities are honestly worth the wait. His Purifier is literally a flamethrower that pretty much instantly melts anybody that walks into its path. The obvious downside being you have to be pretty close, and this is why I say operators like Spectre are just a little bit worse, because yeah, Spectre can like insta-kill with his knife, but as Purifier, you can just walk right into the same room where you think that guy's going to be, and just start flare and fire all over the place and kill a bunch of enemies with it. It's freaking disgusting. It's more gross than like an actual flamethrower would be. And coming in at 2nd place, dude, not only is this an incredibly broken ability in my opinion, but it's also like really good in terms of like just like dude, I keep like tripping on my words. It's driving me nuts. Not only is it a really good ability in my opinion, but it's also really fun. It's Sparrow's Vision Pulse. It literally gives you wall hacks, dude, and it gives, I'm pretty sure, the whole team wall hacks, and it wall hacks for a very long time too. It's not like it just lasts for 10 seconds, or not, 10 seconds would be a long time. Actually, I think it does last for around 10 seconds. It's not like it just lasts for like one single pulse. It pulses like 3 or 4 times, I think, and lasts for like 10 seconds and just gives you complete wall hacks. It is disgusting. The fact that this even exists is insane. But obviously that means that I believe 1st place in the best ability in all of Rainbow Six Siege or weapons is Battery's War Machine. Battery's War Machine is more than just a grenade launcher. It is a grenade launcher that handles extremely fast, you don't have to aim down sights with, has 6 rounds so you can just spray and pray, and like turns it into other tiny little grenades once it hits the ground. And those grenades do just as much damage as like a regular grenade would. Every ability up until this point lacks in some scenario. Like Firebreak's Purifier is good, yes, because it can instantly kill people, sure, but you have to be really close to them. Battery's War Machine, you can shoot it from wherever you want to. Like Prophet's Tempest is good, sure, because it can kill multiple people and it has a bunch of range. batteries. War Machine could kill everybody if it wants to. It is disgusting on anything anything you're playing, even if it's team deathmatch. It doesn't matter. Obviously, objective-based game modes help because you know where they're going to be. But even the regular old game modes, it is disgusting. It is easily the best weapon or ability in Black Ops 3, in my opinion. But, ladies and gentlemen, that is the end of today's video, ranking all 18 specialist weapons and ability. I keep always saying operators, because I just made the operators ranking video in Rainbow Six Siege, so I keep always saying operators. But specialist weapons and abilities in Black Ops 3 from worst to best. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel for more content just like this. Let me know what other videos to see in the comment section down below. Check the links in the description for any of my other social medias, or any of my other YouTube channels, or any of that great mumbo jumbo. Obviously, if you guys enjoy this video, I will do it with the Infinite Warfare specialists and the Black Ops 4 specialists, but that's only if you guys enjoy it. There's a lot for Black Ops 4 too, so that one is going to take a while, obviously, and I didn't play Infinite Warfare that much, so my opinion on that one will be skewed for sure. But either way, yeah, if you guys enjoy it, that'll be it. Thank you guys so much for watching. I do appreciate it. If you enjoyed, please be sure to like, comment, subscribe, do all that great mumbo jumbo. Check the links in the description for all my other social medias or any of my other YouTube channels or any of that great stuff as well. And I will be leaving a comment down below with my new YouTube channel where I'll be uploading any sort of non-Call of Duty related gameplay in the futures. So if you want to pre-order that, then it'll be there for you. Either way, thank you guys so much for watching, man. I appreciate it. Thank you guys for the support, dude. Like, we're at 1,700 subscribers. We started this channel maybe, what, 6 months ago? It is unbelievable how much support you guys have given me already on this channel, so I really do appreciate it, and I love each and every one of you, man. We're gonna hopefully lock in with some fun videos to do. I still have to finish the A to Z ranking. We only have like 2 or 3 more videos left in that series, so I do have to still do that, but after that we will definitely do some other stuff. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate it. Das Vidania, and have a nice night.